very important part in the news last week, and is still being perceived as a controversial topic. Every person is trying to say the government is selling away assets. No, it's not selling away assets. National asset monetization is a part of fiscal policy, is a part of monetary policy, and everything. It's a combination of these two. In fiscal policy, we all very well know that it is fiscal deficit. So we'll ask our classmate Lalit. Lalit, what are the ways to control fiscal deficit? I mean, bring down the fiscal deficit. Any idea? You've been preparing, right? Sunil also been preparing. What is fiscal deficit and how to bridge it?
Sir, fiscal deficit basically happens when our expenditure is more than our receipts.
Okay. So let's call it TE minus TR.
Yes,
okay?
Sir. So basically we have to make sure that our
total
revenue is
expenditure
enough.
Minus total revenue. Okay,
yes,
my total expenditure is 100, my total revenue is 80.
Yeah, so this is called a typical fiscal deficit situation.
Not necessarily. There's something else to it, which you're not mentioning it to me.
Okay.
There is something else to it, a formula.
A formula as such, I don't remember right now, sir. So
no, you need to remember. You don't have the luxury of I don't remember, I don't know.
Okay, sir. I'll have to revise it.
Had you been any other graduate, I would have excused you. Even had you been a BA economics student, I would not have asked you. But civil aspirant has no luxury of saying, I don't know, I forgot. These two words మీరు అనడానికి వీల్లేదు మేము నమ్మకూడదు మేము నమ్మము మేము ఒప్పుకోము అసలు ఎందుకు ఒప్పుకోరు అంటే మీరు అనడానికి మీకు అర్హత లేదు సార్ అంటాం
అర్థమైంది సార్
కదా నేను చెప్తాను ఈసారి వినండి రిమెంబర్ దిస్ fiscal deficit is equal to TE minus TR plus borrowings. So we can't borrow more. See, 100 minus 80 is equal to 20. But this 20 is coming from the borrowings part. You are borrowing it. The more you borrow, the more interest you need to pay. Nobody gives money free, right? For all capital expenditure, we need to borrow. We borrow from IMF, we borrow from World Bank, we borrow from other sources and all. The more borrowings, the people will backlash. It's called Ricardian equivalence. You can do the research on it. It's called Ricardian equivalence. Government cannot borrow more. All right. Can we go for higher taxation? Can we gain more revenue? Instead of this 80, can I make it 90 by taxing more people? I said, no, sir, you can't tax more. There's a limit for it. That part is Laffer's curve. We can't even borrow more. Now, what government has to do is mortgage or privatize, or what you call as disinvestment. Government has a lot of property, a lot of organizations like we can have BHEL, NMDC, HAL and all. And they have become a kind of white elephant. Like for example, Bharat Petroleum, Air India. Air India, you are paying pocket from your pocket. You're not earning any money. What they're earning is sufficient for the petrol and the salary. The other expenditure, government is putting money from it. So it becomes a white elephant. So what government is trying to wash off its hands, 100% sell off. I'm going to sell off Air India. I don't want it anymore. There are no more government employees will be in Air India. Once Tata and then fellow will take them off. Similarly, Bharat Petroleum, it can go. So a lot of organizations, like for example, Indian Bank can be sold off. Bank of Maharashtra can be sold off. Indian Overseas Bank can be sold off. The government can wash off it and it can get some money. Right. So there are different ways of controlling the fiscal deficit. And one such method is National Asset Monetization Scheme. Would this? Yeah. One such method, like Nirmala Sitharaman ji has said it, that she would be taking up National Monetization Scheme in budget. It is not a new idea. It is there since long. What asset monetization is let's say I have a property. I have another apartment. Okay. Apart from the house in Hyderabad, I have an apartment in Delhi. A 2-bedroom, one large hall and everything. It's a very good house. In the center of Delhi, it might cost anywhere around 1.5 crores today. 1.2 crores is the minimum I get. 1.5 is the estimate, rough estimate. Old apartment all, so 1.5 crores. When I bought it for 20 lakhs, but now it's 1.5 crores in Chanakyapuri. Very good. I don't want to sell it. There are a lot of emotions attached with it. I don't want to sell it. One particular organization approached me and said, sir, we want to take your flat, but we don't want to buy it. We need only for 5 years. Some Germany company has approached me. Sir, we want your flat for 5 years. We can use it as a guest house. All our executives will stay here and all. Very good. Happy. So it's a convenient place to Vasantak Vihar and all. Good area. I give it to you. But they don't want to pay because a lot of accounting system and all. What they do is, sir, I'll pay you 5-year rent. Every month rent is 40,000 rupees into 12 months. That is 4.8 lakhs into 5. So close to around 25 lakh rupees will be given to me in advance. Then I can't collect rent every month. For 5 years, I'm blocking it. Okay. I can take it only after 5 years. The agreement has been done that I am giving my particular house for lease for 25 lakh rupees. So this 25 lakh rupees, I can buy another flat, I can buy another land, I can improve my house, I can do anything I want to. And also as a financial emergency, I'm using this 25 lakh for my business or something like this. When did I sell my property? I did not. I only gave for a lease. When you give a property, government property for a lease for a certain point of time, that is called asset monetized. Asset is monetized. Asset I am converting into money. For example, there is a railway station. Okay. In particular, Delhi, some place there is a railway station, huge building and all. But there is an opportunity for constructing a building and all. One particular organization came forward, sir, I want to construct a building on your land. In your land, I'll give it to you money. I said, fine, go ahead. He constructs the building, then he rents it out and all, and he pays me lump sum money. He gives me 500 crore rupees for a small about 5-acre land where he can construct buildings and all. After 5 years, he will give me the land and go away. Including the building, he'll give me. This is called BOT. Build, operate, transfer. Then what is highways? For example, we don't have to make much a scene called toll. Whenever you go on a highway, you pay toll, right? Don't you?
Yes.
Did not you ever pay toll? Toll tax? FASTag, man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's national property. Why are you paying toll tax?
It's like the government gives contract to people for constructing the road, and these people, they collect all the money from the toll for their
developing of it, right? Yeah. So whose asset it is now?
It's actually government's asset. They are only having for temporary.
As simple as this. That's government property, right? So this is where it is very important that government is earning money after the lack of demand and after lack of loss of interest, loss of income, and government unable to make money out of it. So government is trying to sell it off. So Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji. Okay, we are from the same college. She's an alumni. My didi hai. So we are from the same department, economics department. Even I passed out my MA economics from the same college where she studied. So out of fondness, I call her Nirmala Akka, no problem. So Nirmala Akka on Monday announced a 6 lakh crore national monetization pipeline. 6 lakh crore. Last Monday. Today is Monday, so last Monday, she announced national monetization pipeline. And we are going to announce that these money properties will be monetized. Yeah. To unlock value of infrastructure asset across sectors ranging from power to road and railways, power generation units, 220, 440 kV, then power grids, northern power grid, southern power grid, eastern, western, central, lot of power grid, transmission towers. Give it to private people. They'll run better and give it to you. Generation, power generation units can be monetized. They do a better job. All right. They give a quality power at least. They can do it. She also said that asset monetization does not involve selling of land. This is very clear to us. She did not mean that I'm going to sell the land. That was a brownfield asset. That means the one which is not able to, government is going to use it. So there's a small newspaper item, India's infra push. The government has now National Monetization Pipeline to monetize brownfield asset and push infra spending without straining its finances. So it can make money by utilizing the property much better way. Let's put it in a very simple way. Whenever there is any financial emergency or any kind of a thing, what we do is we take our gold and go to bank and give it for a mortgage. I'll take a gold loan. I got about 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh rupee, 5 lakh rupee, investing my wife's gold or my gold or whatever the gold we have. Whenever I get money, I go pay the money plus interest, I'll get back my gold. Did I sell my gold? No. I did not. I utilized it. The value of it. That's what we call as. So I gave the breakup here. Roads. You got 160,200 crore rupees. Railways, 1,52,496 crore rupees. Power generation, 45,200 crores. Telecom, 35,100. BSNL, MTNL and all. Shipping and assets, 18,828 crores. In all, we're going to have close to 6 lakh crore rupees. Again, you can see what is that particular shape is going at 1.67 lakh, 1.79 lakhs, 1.62, 0.82 financial years. Financial 22, we have 0.82 financial 20 year 23, we're going to 1.62, 1.69, and 1.67. The top three sectors by value, roads, railways, and power, will be earning this particular money for the government. So when these are being privatized, not an employment opportunity, but the demand can increase. That's the logic behind it. If at all you found that my tone is rather conciliatory or approving this policy, as an economist, yes, I do approve. But as a teacher and as a civil aspirant, I should not take the side of the government. Though we eat government money, but we should not be overtly convenient to the government line. There should be a criticism as well. But this particular asset monetization should not be misused. There should be a proper control and check mechanism. If not, then you've got huge losses for the government. Yeah, there might be a chance that who do not have accountability factor. The employees who might not be performing according to the new boss. See, my property, Lalit took it and he's managing my property. He gave me some money. I should not speak now. For next 5 years, agreement between I and Lalit Kumar. Lalit is the owner of the property for 5 years. What he does with it, unless they can't change the structure of the thing, but he can use it the way he wants it. I have no say. But if it's not helping the poor people of the country, then yes, it hurts. The usage of that particular government asset that the private people are taking after investing money should be welfare oriented. That's the one we should be a little more careful. So I told you, roads, railways, power being the top segments of this particular program. NMP, that is National Monetization Program, estimate aggregate monetization for 6 lakh crore rupee through asset to central government over the 4-year period, 2022, 23, 24, 25. 4 years. I showed you how much is the government going to earn. 0.88, then 1.69, 1.78, and 1.67 lakh crore rupees. Now all put together, 6 lakh crores. Ownership of asset will remain with the government. There will be a mandatory hand back. But within this particular stipulated time, there is a control, there is a check. You're allowing free hand for the private people to run it, but will they guarantee that certain sections of the people who are vulnerable, marginalized, will they be employed? For lack of skills, lack of communication, lack of talent, lack of sophistication, certain groups of people may not be employed. So there might be a big social imbalance may happen. Right. So in the private public sector unit, at least there is some kind of a control check or something kind of some reservation policy where these people can be taken with job and they can be taught. Because that should not again become an unaccountability factor, because you are getting a salary anyway, you don't work is not an acceptable theory as well. So government should have a proper approach towards it. There should be some control and check and balance that was missing from the document which I searched for. Right. Asset monetization will unlock resource lead to value unlocking. She said that's fine. Yeah. The aggregate asset pipeline under NMP over the 4-year period is indicatively around 6 lakh crores. As I told you, the estimated value corresponds to 14% of proposed outlay in national infrastructure pipeline, 43 lakh crore rupees. Out of the 43 lakh crore rupees the government is planning with infrastructure, only around 14% is being asset monetization happening as of now. If this 14% the government is not happy with the outcome, then it may have to rethink the policy as for what will happen to the other assets will going to happen. If they're all doing fine, then government can go. Anyway, there is a checking body like CVC, CAG and all. They should come under Central Vigilance Commissioner and Central Control and Audit General. The accounts have to be mandated, audited and all. So there's no kind of backhanded or approach towards cheating the government should not happen. So some kind of financial inclusion and social inclusion projects should be taken care by them. According to the 6% of their revenue should go for CSR, corporate social responsibility. They should take care of it. That means they can increase, invest in education and all they can do. That's the basic idea behind it. The end objective of this initiative to enable infrastructure creation through monetization. Infrastructure is intact, infrastructure is developed, and also government is making money out of it. So it can use this money, what it earns, in the form of subsidies and the government beneficiaries and all. New projects can be taken up. That can be a possibility. When the public and private sector collaborate, each excelling their core areas of competence so as to deliver socio-economic growth and quality of life to country citizens, she added. She did say that. I'm not denying she didn't say that, but did she mean it? I don't know. We need to wait and watch for the first year report to come. So maybe next year by this time, by June, July, we would have got a report of what happened to this particular 6 lakh crore rupees which the government made this year. How much has the result shown? How many lives have become better? Then we can probably think on those lines, which for now we are following the wait and watch approach. We are cautious. At the same time, it's a very good measure. As an economist, I'm happy with the project. I am a positive economist. At the same time, also cautious that knowing how the government behaves. So we need to be more cautious. But as long as the project is not socially inclusive, then it causes a long-term damage to the society. That's my line. Whatever your line, you can explain in your own way, in your notes. When you write notes, you can make a lot of question marks about it. But that's how I do. Whenever I come across any new policy guideline and all, I go deep into it and try to search for it till I find a real reason why the government is doing. Obviously, seemingly obviously, it's a very good project. But is it real? As a citizen, I have a right to question. So I question, is it real? I mean, are you going to monetize it and going to use it for benefit? Yes, it's going to benefit people.